What if you could borrow someone else's 15 years of perfect credit history and have it show up on your credit report today? And that is exactly what this is about. There is a strategy called piggybacking. And if you're starting from zero or your score is stuck in the low range, this is one of the fastest legitimate moves that you can make starting from today. And this is exactly how it works. So when someone adds you as an authorized user on their credit card, the entire history of that card transfers to your credit report. Not from the day that they added you, the entire history. So if the card is 15 years old with a perfect payment record, that 15 years shows up on your credit report immediately. And your average credit age goes up, your payment history improves, your score jumps overnight. And I had a client that came up to me with a 550 credit score. We cleaned up all the negatives on her report, and then we had to add positive accounts on her credit report, right? So because before she had zero established credit at all. And then she told me that her mom had a credit card since 15 years ago. And that card had $10,000 limit with no single late payment, with no single missed payment. And then we added my client as an authorized user on that card. She didn't even need the physical card. It just needed her name and the information on the account, so it actually would report. 2 weeks later, her score was 740, 190 point jump just from that single move. Now with a 740, she went and applied for her own primary credit lines, got approved for an Amex right away and a Citibank. And she now managed those accounts responsibly for a few more months, and her score jumped even more for 40 points. And now it is sitting at 780. That is the full sequence. One authorized user account to get the score up, and then build your own primary accounts from there. Now for the card you get added to, it has to meet a certain criteria or it won't move your score the way you need it to be, right? So the card needs to be at least 5 to 7 years old or even older. The older the better, with a perfect payment history, with no late payment, no nothing. If the card doesn't meet all those 3 criterias, it is not going to give you the results you're looking for. And there are 2 ways to get access to one of these accounts. The first way is free. You go to a family member, a parent, a grandparent, aunt, uncle, whoever has a qualifying card, and you ask them to add you as an authorized user, right? You give them your name and the date of birth, and that's it. You don't need a physical card. You're not spending on their account. You just want the reporting benefit. That's all. A lot of people have this available to them right now, and they don't even realize it. Before you spend any money, look around at who in your family might have an old card with a clean history. The second method is buying a trade line. There's a lot of brokers out there who sell temporary authorized user slots on an aged account. You pay somewhere between $600 to $1,000, get added to the account, and then it's gonna report to the credit bureaus, and then your score will jump overnight. So the math on that makes sense when you really think about it, right? Let's say you spend 600, your score jumps to 740 or above, and now you can get approved for 4,000 credit card on a primary unsecured credit card from a top tier bank. That is leverage. The leverage you unlock from that one investment is worth more than what you paid for sure. And if you have that organic route available, use it first. Don't pay anybody. But if you don't, the purchase route is still real and it's a legitimate option. Either way, the move is the same, the result. We want the same goal, which is a qualifying account. And then you're gonna let it report and watch your own credit score move, then build your own primary account from there. That is how you go from stuck to fundable real quick. If you need help with any of this, click the link below and we're gonna hop on a call and see your exact situation.